Hey, what's good? What's good? Hey, what's good, man? Welcome to You Football in the Morning. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Hit that like button on the way in. If y'all like what we doing, if y'all like the channel, definitely support it by subscribing. If you're on the YouTube, even if you're not on YouTube, I want y'all to take a second to go to YouTube to subscribe to the page. This is where the voting will take place. If y'all want to participate in certain things, make sure y'all go subscribe to my YouTube. Hey, I appreciate y'all. We got a little bit to talk about. Got some topics that I want to also touch on today. I want to make sure everything good. If y'all can hear me loud and clear, man, definitely press a one in the section. Hey, Thibodeau family was good, man. Appreciate you being in here. So I just seen something right before I came on. And I saw Coach Howard make a post. This wasn't even going to be in my subject. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but I just seen it. So, and it's out in public. So I'm going to talk about it, right? Which is Coach Howard. It looks like he's separate from ABA. And the thing about it is, it looks like it's stemming from people saying stuff, I guess behind the scenes, right? A lot of talking, a lot of coaches disrespect. I'm not sure what took place, but I do know one thing, man. I know one thing that youth football has been very messy. I don't think nobody consider our kids. I'm gonna just be flat out honest with y'all. I don't think none of these people really consider the kids. You know what I'm saying? Schoolboy was good. Hey, Kevin, what's good? He said, what's good today? None, man. I'm going to watch that video that you sent to me. I appreciate that. So I can take a look at y'all, see how y'all looking. But, far as like as what's going on, I guess Coach Howard was supposed to be a part of the ABA, right? I don't know what took place, but I'll read what I got. You know what I'm saying? Just so y'all can have an understanding of what it is that I'm going off of. Coach Howard says, he says, I'm being honest, right? Some of y'all jokes. He says, I know why MFers can't work together because MFers know what's up. Certain kids wouldn't see the field, but good luck on going down there separate. He says, and get y'all butts kicked. I'm out. He says, shaking my head. I hear everything. And let's see if Buddy brings it back up. It says here, let's see if it's him or the kids. Right? It said I had to say it, y'all dudes keep a dude name right in y'all mouth more than a girl. All right. So my thing is this, bro. As I hear Toy Toy, as I hear Coach Howard, as I hear other coaches, my whole thing is this, bro. Why do people talk about people to other people? What is it? What is this, bro? Especially men, so-called men. We gotta have a men etiquette, bro. Because if we're gonna lose somebody, the disagreement should be on play calling, and this is something that you address right to other people. But with me, you're not gonna have to guess what I'm saying. I'm gonna tell you. A lot of people don't like what I say, but I don't care. It's what I feel or what I believe. You know what I'm saying? Talking about people behind their back. I'm not sure if this is accurate. You know what I'm saying? That's not cool, bro. I don't understand when that stopped becoming a female trait. Talking behind people behind their back. As a man, you got a problem, you address it to a man, right? This is how other things start. That's just that. But I'm going to be fairly honest. Let's say if some of those kids, right, that leave because of Coach Howard leaving and then go elsewhere, I already said that Rare Breed and ABA, they will be better and stronger together as opposed to apart. I don't think that they will be able to compete at the highest level if they separate. I'm just be flat honest. So if they continue to be the same, like the same team but separate, right? Only competition gonna be our competitive edge that they're gonna have is versus each other. But you're not gonna be able to compete with the AK boys. You're not gonna be able to compete with the Bounty Boys. You're not gonna be able to compete with Fort Lauderdale. You're not gonna be able to compete with the Natty Boys. You're not gonna be able to compete with North Philly Blackhawks. These are teams that are really good. So if you want to literally compete, they need some of these players to basically merge on the same team to where they can have a competitive edge. If not, what he's saying is definitely going to happen. But I thought that that was going to be the case anyway because of them being separate. They got some dogs on Rare Breed, then they may have some dogs on ABA. You know, together they'll be stronger and better. You could pick out of the litter, right? And y'all can literally go and travel and really feel like y'all can win. DMVU, right? They got a 13U out there. OG Ducks got a 13U. You're not going to be able to beat these teams. You know what I'm saying? Like B. Scott says, make you football great again. And I could tell you how to start, how to make you football great again. First of all, if it ain't your business, don't mind it. That's number one. Number two, um, I'm gonna just be fairly honest. We got to keep the women out of certain things. Like I mentioned last night, which was my situation, right? We have to make sure if men get into it, it's just between men. Because I have seen, and it's just me being honest, y'all. I have seen some women escalate the problem even worse. The matter is resolved, but then she's over there talking even more to the men, and then it sparks back up, and now they back at it. When the men said what they said, and it damn near squash. But now her tempers is flared and she's talking, basically putting this man back in the situation to where he's going to fight. So we have to make sure that everybody plays their role. Men, you have to be, if you're going to be a coach, expect to be role models. All right. So that's that. We got some football to talk about. You know, for those who seen, you know, some good games out there, hey man, kudos to you. John B said, he says, I heard Virginia handle business in Georgia. Hold on, what Virginia team? And who did they play? Because to be honest, bro, the smoke was at the So Icy event and then at the ATL Elite event. So I'm not sure. He says, man, coach them kids up there's 20, right? 20 13U teams in Philly. He says Blackhawks still compete nationally. Yeah, man. Hey, hey, Philly is kind of big, bro. So I get it. It's not as Georgia's not as big as Philly. So um shit. I don't know. I don't know. Like I get it, but not many people want to coach the 13U, right? Unless they probably in middle school. So 13U, they only got what, two teams out here? Well, two teams on a national level. Let me go ahead and clarify that. They only have two teams on a national level. All right. So I want to say that part because I don't want to make it seem like, you know, they ain't got no 13. I'm talking about that can actually compete, possibly and potentially compete on a national level. He says TTG Chargers in 757 Colts. I would like to definitely know. Oh, you must be talking about at the Southern Hospitality. You must be talking about that. Yeah, man. So it looks like Coach Howard is no longer a part of the ABA. And I thought it was gonna work. I did ask Coach the other day, was he on there? But hey, that's what happened, man. You gotta know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about my situation. I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about my situation. You know, just for y'all who needed some clarification. John B says coaches got to stop coaching for clout and coach to help these kids. And that was the other thing, man. So I seen that you know, somebody had posted some stuff where, you know, they pretty much exposing the coaches, trying to charge extra for what it is that they, you know, really charging and stuff like that. And this is why I be telling people, bro, anybody that comes in for the praise, you got to watch out for them eventually. Because what happens is they want to be praised, which is the attention seeking type of individual, right? Instead of coming in for the reason of being praised, come in for the reason of teaching kids. If you in it for the reason of the kids, chances are you're not going to screw over them. And let's be honest, bro, and let's be clear. Ain't nothing wrong with making money in youth football. Nothing is wrong with that. Now, is everything is wrong when people are trying to get over on the kids to do so. That's when it's a problem. When people are basically like taking advantage of other people. That's when it's a problem. Taking advantage of the parents on the behalf of the kids, or you're slighting the kids and telling them that they got to pay for stuff that they really don't. And then if they do pay for it, they paying more than what they have to. Like that's a problem. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just looking at like the state of youth football. We talking about fighting going on. You know, people fighting at events and stuff like that. Forgetting the fact that when we look at what goes on, we look at the people that try to rent these venues, when we look at all of the way that these kids behave, are we really shocked? Are we shocked? I'm not shocked because it's what I see every day. You know what I'm saying? He says, hold on, let me read this one. He says, Philly, a city, Georgia a state. He says, you mean the Mecca, Atlanta can't produce more than 113U team to compete nationally. Well, the thing about it is kids now want to go to school. So yes, technically, yes, they can. But a lot of these kids, they want to play for their schools. They want to play with their friends, play with their partners and stuff like that. That's really what's going on. He said, when does games start for YNC? I'm not sure, but I did hear him talk about one that's 5. He says, Coach Tim says, making money in youth football, can please explain, my brother. Well, making money. Let's say that you are taking pictures. You taking your time to perfect your craft. You taking pictures. If they like your picture, you can pay. I mean, you can charge for that, right? Cool. Now, I'm not with charging an arm and a leg, but your price is your price. Videography. If you charge, that's your doing, right? When it comes to coaches, there's no such thing as charging for certain things unless it goes to a specific need. Now, I'm not okay with that unless this coach is doing it the way that I've been saying it, structuring to where he can get himself paid and the kids paid, right? And how do you do that? You make sure that you got your 501c3. Then not just that, you make sure that you can get sponsorship from these companies. That's a way that they can make money, right? For overcharging for things, I'm not okay with that. There's a lot of things that you can do to make money pertaining to youth football. If you sell apparel, you can make money. In youth football, your prices is your prices, right? Now, I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble. Okay? I'm not a gambler. I don't do that. I don't, I don't really be in other people's pockets, so they do it how they do it. But when it comes to money that's supposed to be for the actual organizations, I got a problem with people using that to fund their own lifestyle, right? For stuff that's supposed to go towards the organization. Things that could be used if you're a traveling team, right? Things that can be used, you know, hey, Coach Trayvon, you on here, bro? I'm about to hit your Facebook, but things that can be used, for the benefit of the organization. I'm not okay with that. But if you're making your own money, then that's cool. You can make your own money in youth football because you do not have to provide the service. Now, I'm not anti you making money in youth football. I am anti using, abusing situations and being unethical in you making money in youth football. So, like for instance, let's say and I'm just using this as an example. So, as hard as somebody like let's say DT, as hard as somebody like DT to get those teams to come to his Warzone event, to provide service, to do giveaways, best dress, right? To pay for all those trophies. Do he not deserve to make money off of his events? That's a good time to make money. But is he overcharging? No. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, Coach Tim, there are ways that you can make money in youth football. But taking from the kids is not. Taking from the organizations is not. Stealing is not. You know what I'm saying? Overcharging is just not. Knowing that these damn families are poor, which is why I never charge. I'm providing a service that I wish I had when I was playing football. That's what I'm doing. When I was playing, my first thing was basketball. But when I played them games, I always wished that I had somebody there to film me. Now I probably got a couple of videos, but I don't really have that many videos of myself. So I would have loved for somebody to film me. Although the media gets really not that much love, right? They don't really get that much love. The media, though, when you really look at it, the media is what keeps everything going. Because remember, when y'all had those conversations and you talk about how good you were, right? You say, man, I was hella good. When I played basketball, when I played football, right? And people like, man, you didn't have no evidence to show how legit that you were. unless you were on somebody college's radar and they were, somehow filming you. But you don't really got that much footage of what you used to do back then. Now everybody knows everybody, and people are nationally known because of media. So like it's not a problem making money in youth football if you're doing it legit. Make it if you're selling your own pictures, you're charging to come film, or if you throw an event, those are legit ways of making money. We can't fault the people who are taking the time to do so for actually making some revenue, and that's taking the time to give back. So yes, there's ways. What's up, True?
Yeah, what's happening?
No, what's the word, man? What's your thoughts on the game?
Man, it damn sure didn't turn out the way I thought it was gonna turn out.
Yeah, I think
Like
99% of the people
the
didn't.
atmosphere was lovely, man. You can't beat it. But the way it turned out, it wasn't what a lot of folks expected.
Yeah,
But those the
I,
type of games that's the type of games that we be waiting on. You know, the unexpected.
nah, that was too unexpected, bruh. Nah, I definitely wasn't expecting that. But hey, at the end of the day, bruh, I'm glad the game was played and made, man, because the game almost didn't happen.
Yeah, because the crazy part about it, I mean, you went with Rare, but you just thought he was trolling for a minute, and
Man, yeah, I did. I thought he was trolling, far as how bad that they were gonna beat them. But like I said, man, and I'm gonna keep saying that, bro. Just like, and I know I'm gonna get flack for it, and I know people gonna say that I'm hating and this and that. And the thing about it is, every kid on there is a kid that, like I said, most of them is a kid that I selected because that's somebody that I've been paying attention to, been filming,
yeah,
and is near and dear to me. So I have a lot of love for those kids that's on that team, bro. So um I still have to be honest though. Just like I said they like, oh man, you keep saying the Georgia Falcons. No, bro. I have to be honest. Just like so Icy blew them out the first time, bro. It wasn't like that the second.
second time. Yeah,
Your game plan, you understand what happens,
you got it.
what happened. You go back, you look at film, you take what
You
was
got to make
working,
the adjustment.
right, and you make the adjustment. Now, the question is, I haven't seen Coach Cal in this situation in a very, very, very long
Long
time,
time.
right? Is Coach good enough to make those adjustments? Now, that's the question that's going to be answered for me. You know, are you going to be able to answer are you going to be able to answer the call, make the adjustments like they do in the NBA? Somebody get blew out, they end up making the proper adjustment, win the next game.
Yeah,
That's how football goes.
you asked the question last night, right? Um, do you think it was the atmosphere? Was
Hold
it?
on, I
Do you
can't
think
hear you.
you asked the question last night? I think you was asking. Was it the moment? Was the moment too big for the
Yeah, it was a
Eagles?
moment too big.
And I think DT disagreed with you. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of agree. For
You
some of
got a
them
lot of
kids,
red kids who used to.
for some of them kids on that team, I think that moment was too big.
Hmm.
Now we got a lot of kids on that team that done been through you know, a game like that. Dakota and some of them veterans on that team done been through, but he had a lot of kids on that team that hadn't been through that either. Um, and I look at the walkthrough. I look at some of the videos and I look at some of the walkthroughs, and I'm looking at those new kids like, they so used to just coming into a game, going on the field, getting prepared, then waiting. Like they wasn't used to going through that, especially the extra. extracurricular activities that went on before. See what I'm saying? They're not used to that either. So it was like kinda. I agree with you. Like I think that moment was just too big for some of them kids.
Yeah. But hey, man, experience is your best teacher. So therefore, now that happened, they got the jitters out. Now
Yeah, I think we have a different ball game come this week.
hey, but do you see anything being different? Do you see the
uh,
outcome being the same blowout, or do you
it
feel like
depends
that?
on the adjustment. So I could tell you what I would do, and you could tell me what you would do. You know what I'm saying? But it's depend. It depends on how what they would do. Like we don't know. We don't know until they line it up. You know that.
Yeah, man. Hey,
That's it.
listen, I can tell you
And
that
we
man ain't listening to none of my keys to
and that's what I
victory.
was just about to say. We can go on all day. We can get them on here right now, and Cal can either listen or don't listen. Or he can
Right,
say, well,
right,
they don't know nothing about football. Well, Tony do coach, but he coach D. He can say anything. I can tell him anything about offense. He just gonna say I coach defense.
right. Yeah, nah, it definitely two things that have to happen. They have to keep that defense off the field,
Field,
and
thank you.
then
Like
they
if
got to
anything,
control
I'm gonna tell you, your defense on the field too much,
for
too
sure.
long.
Yeah,
Shit.
and they got to control that clock, man. They
Damn,
definitely. If you get them folks too many possessions, bro, you saw the outcome of that.
I'm
You
about to say
saw what's gonna happen if
the
they end
goddamn
up doing
defense
that.
on the field too much.
Right. And so, the way I look at it is, hey man, y'all get another chance to kind of, get your bike back because they definitely took it. But he says, did we learn anything from Duval? 10U, 3 wins this weekend, says W, Georgia Force, W, Virginia Seahawks, and TTG. Hey man, look.
We learned they ain't play nobody.
Hey, but nah, Georgia Force good, and the Virginia Seahawks
We
is.
learned they ain't play nobody.
Hey, T Street don't get nobody no credit,
We
man.
learned they ain't play nobody.
Hey, so that was an easy feat, man.
You could have came up here and jumped in some fire. They could have jumped in some fire too. Don't be running.
Hey, but look, that's the only team I think that Coach Mark is giving credit to outside of Bessemer. That's that. So they gotta be legit.
Nah, they was a
Brick
good
says,
football
so are
team
you
though.
for? He says, so are you for profit or still a nonprofit? I'm a nonprofit. I have a nonprofit.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of people that do this for no profit.
Yeah, I am
It's
a
a lot
non.
of coaches
I am
still out
a
here
nonprofit.
coaching for no profit.
Yeah. So yeah, what it is, it says trenches talk your talk. What's up, boy? Sport was good. Now says some of these coaches have terrible egos, man. Who you telling? Now it says, say that. Chauncey says the same outcome. So I agree with you, Street. And G Money says, does 16 still play linebacker, or is he just at running back? Hold on, 16. Who you talk about? That
Well,
used to be
Kazi just at running
Kazi
back.
number.
They got too many athletes. Kazi just at running back.
Yeah. Nah, I think he on both though. I think
He playing both
he
sides of the
plays
ball, but he
safety.
playing at safety.
Yeah, he played the safety position. So yeah, man, that dude, he's a really good player, man. That he borderline special. I think what make him special is that how he moved even at full speed, bro. It's like,
Yeah, it's like he. There's no hesitation at full speed.
yeah,
Like that left foot plant. Oh my God, it's like he. A lot of people got to stop and left foot plant. He's still in full motion when he left foot plant. And
yeah, man.
he kill a lot of kids. Oh my God, do we? It's like
That's
y'all see every move is in motion. Like it's a lot of people got to make a move and then they got to start back over. get back to top speed. He at top speed when he kill you.
That's facts. So what because I had wrote some stuff. Let me see. Um this was some topics that people wanted that somebody wanted me to talk about. One, I talked about it briefly, was Miami Garden Ravens, right? How they played against rec teams. Is that an indicator of how good they're going to be?
Please
Or
tell me we talking about 11U.
this is with Rod and them? I don't know. This is
Yeah,
11 This is
I'm at
11
12U.
This is
I
11
don't
actually.
understand why they got that man out here looking like he's Superman.
Yeah. Oh, you saw Lil Rod
Yeah, man. Look, please believe. I hope they set the game up with us. I'm just waiting.
with Georgia Eagles.
Yes, we
Hey
gonna see
man.
how super he is then. Got that
Yeah.
man out here looking like he just got them. That looked like the Beast End game again. Nobody
Yeah.
wants to hit the man.
They don't want to tackle. But I think a lot of it, it comes from Phantom. And it also comes from it's skill. It's definitely skill. That's number
Skill,
one.
but
It's
still at the
skill.
same time, you got these
But
man. These folks ain't hitting nothing, man.
yeah, but I've
He
seen
wasn't
people
playing nobody.
literally dive the wrong way. Literally dive the
I'm
wrong
talking
way
about just die.
intentionally.
Like you was just going, like you finna go get a off the top.
Mm.
I'm talking about on the top of the diving board, just diving everywhere.
Hey, one wave he says Rod will score. I bet you that. Nah, he probably score, but it's gonna be in a real legit like type of fashion though. You know what I'm saying? Like if he scores, these other teams, like put like this: if he plays versus these elite teams out there, it's not gonna just be a one and done. Like I touched the ball 5 times and I got 5 touchdowns. That's
Yeah,
not gonna happen versus
it
no
ain't gonna
damn
happen.
Georgia Eagles. That's not gonna happen versus no
No
DEA.
DEA, none of that.
That's
It ain't
not
gonna
gonna
happen.
happen. Well, it might happen versus the damn Twin City. They just lost to Tucker. I believe they just lost to them. So we gotta for sure say that Georgia Eagles is back at the number one spot. The Twin City is safe to say that they're not the same that they once were, especially that you don't have Mr. Patrick on that team. So if you had him, I'm giving everybody a shot. I'm giving all of them a shot. But I can assure you that there won't be a what is it, a 2 or 3 peat. It definitely won't be a 3 peat. He said no, that kid is different. He said y'all tripping. All right.
Yeah,
So
he a different kind of breed.
so
I
let
agree
me
with that.
ask you this. One wavy. When they play against Terrence City Duck and they had a bunch of players that was not afraid to tackle him, was that outcome? What was the outcome of that? So when you got teams like that that's not afraid to tackle. He's not just getting no one and done. Now, is he going to have a really good game? Yes.
Yeah,
That's just going to be it. But he going to get his bumps, his bruises, and he's going to basically probably have 15 to 20 carries to get about 2 touchdowns, bro. It's not going to be just
ain't gonna be
no,
no
no
one
one and
in
done.
70 yards. No,
You're gonna have to earn that. Them folks is not afraid to tackle that young man. He said that's cool. It's preseason.
the good team really gonna put a hat on him.
He said that they ain't played nobody yet. Not well. They supposed to play DSE today, right? So we'll see. Got some good football coming up, man. Now says, man, Georgia always find a way to contain Florida youth in high school. He says we ain't worried about a one-man show. Now, like I say, I'm not taking none away from this young man. I think he's very special. In fact, if it wasn't for the Georgia Eagles being in their way, if it wasn't for DEA being in their way, if it wasn't for what's that? They 12U. What's some other teams?
Yeah, MCU, Terrence City Ducks.
Yeah, Terrence City and all them. If it wasn't for those type of teams, right? I would say, hey, bro, you should play up. I would say that he should play at the 13U. That's how good that this young man is. But you, like I say, you got these other dogs out there, that's
I
just as
mean,
good.
he play up 7 versus 7.
Yeah, I
Who
think
he
he
up
could
there?
play. I think he could play up now. Now, would he have that same level of success? I don't know. I do not know. Like PA said, man, hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button. One wavy says the Ravens never been that good. He says, but he's the engine y'all talking about. He says the wrong player on that team. So without Lil Rod, the team is mediocre. And like he literally, this young man is so confident that they got him at the wide receiver position. And then once they need a score, then they go to him. But can you do that versus elite teams? That's the question. That's the main question. He said, so you saying only Georgia Eagles DA are willing to tackle Lil Rod? No, what I'm saying is I
It's
just
other
gave I
teams.
just gave a few teams to name,
Yeah, it's
right?
other teams that are hit him. It's just the ones that we've been seeing him play against. We I'm not gonna call everybody a wreck team, but they haven't been the most elite team to actually put a hand on it. It's been like they scrimmage games to me, and he's just having his way with them.
So let me ask you this: the let me ask one wavy. He said at best you are crazy. So you mean to tell me that he will be able to pull that move off that he did versus the Orlando Outlaws on one of them top tier elite teams? You know what I'm saying? He said he can. I don't think the
See,
team can.
especially when they got speed coming down here. They got actual reading linebackers. They ain't letting him come through there dancing like that.
Yeah, Desmond says they got Woj in a couple weeks. Says good test for them both.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
bro.
judgment test.
Yeah. So, like I say, that young man is gifted, just to say the least. But at the same time, I do look at the grand scheme. I do look at the talent. I definitely thought that Beast End will be one that give them resistance until I seen them players like just literally lay down before before he even
So he even
came to
get
him.
to him.
I said, wow, they just moving out the way.
Motherfucker just tripping themselves up. Let me hold
Yeah, I
on.
say they don't really want to tackle. So
Let me go ahead and fall before he get here.
Trent Baby said he says DSC on the clock tonight versus Miami Garden Ravens. Definitely gonna tune in for that. And I expect him to do well, as I always do. I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that he's not going to do well versus these teams. So let me put that out there. I'm not saying that he won't do well versus the Georgia Eagles. I'm not saying that he won't do well versus those other teams. What I am saying is these teams are not afraid, and he's going to have to work for everything that he gets. So now he might have 150 yards, but it's not going to be stemming from just
Then they gonna be one
one
carry.
play, and then you're not going to have 5 carries with 200 yards.
And that's what
Like,
he been getting. 5 carries,
yeah,
200 yards, and it be the first quarter.
yeah,
Like this nigga
five
done already
carries though.
ran for 500 yards in the first quarter. Like,
So it's almost like it was almost like I want to say my young boy Dakota. Whenever he needed a touchdown, like or to bail him out or something, he was the one that did it. Obviously, it was the play calling, but he took it upon himself and did what he was supposed to do. One way he says, you saying he just won't look like he's playing Madden. Yeah, kind of. Yes. Yes. So he actually have some resistance. Right now, I don't think he had a resistance. These people are afraid. He said Streets Treasure Coast got enough. Hey, I would love to see it.
Yeah, they do.
I would love to see it. But you lucky I ain't. You see, I don't be trying to rub certain things in the face, in people's face, because the way that Frankfurt that they play, um, the way that they play Rare Breed, I don't know, bruh. They just look overmatched.
They
They
let me
just
down.
look
They
like they
let me
didn't have a
down.
chance in hell. Them folks was way too fast for them.
They let me
And they
down.
had a lot of big hits versus them. And I believe that they play number 15 far too much.
They let
Far
me
too much.
down. They let me down. I was crying after that. That was the only reason I was on their sideline. Yeah, they let me down, man. I wanted them to win.
Yeah, but nah, they definitely good. And then they end up going to beat your guys, man. Your favorite team out there. Stepped on.
I told you it ain't worth this. Yeah, damn.
That man told me he was going national. He
That man
said,
told
man,
you a
he,
fucking lie.
he said, man, hey, Street,
I
somebody,
told you. I told you about that man I told you when my nephew was his quarterback. I told you he ain't gonna do anything but run right back to Battlefield. And who he been playing since then?
yeah.
Battlefield.
Well, I'm hoping that he kind of know where they at, as far as like national wise. But even though this was the number
Then you
one
come into a game with
AYF team,
Latonia and you barely beat him in overtime. Like, come on, man, you can't even beat the home teams. And
yeah.
no,
So yeah, man, they
we don't
good
need to
though.
talk about no more stepped on. No, never, ever. It's gone.
Man,
Coach Melvin
I'm
need
a
to
shut.
report to Coach Melvin need to report to the stage because I was tired of I got the best quarterback and running back and somebody else had it. Because I can count the yards, how many yards that running back had, and it was more than his running back.
Hey, yeah, bro. And speaking
I'm
of
calling
the
everybody
Houston
to the
Wolfpack,
front that jumped on here in January and ain't did shit yet.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't heard or seen Coach Melvin in a minute, man.
But disappeared. I hope he don't back out the goddamn nationals.
Do you think they make nationals? They might not. I don't know. Right now, I'll say they're not as good as I thought they were going to be, but they are going to be good. I just think that everything can be, from a shotgun. Everything can't be number 12. You know, Street said, PA Trenton said, here we go. He says, but we'll listen to you talking about a bunch of teams Frankfurt will punch on. He said, Rare Breed is a tough team to say the least. Now, I'm going to throw one more at you, Street. Georgia Power Elite is another team. Georgia Power Elite is another team that I believe will beat Frankfurt Chargers. Those two teams. Everybody else, I think y'all beat. But Georgia Power Elite, that wouldn't have been a good look for y'all. I'm glad they decided to have more of a touch up, right? Outside of the Rare Breed, right? I'm glad that that's the case. But the Georgia Power Elite is a dangerous team, bro. They will definitely be ranked. They'll be one of those top tier teams. And we're gonna see them at YNC 100% guaranteed, hands down. No ifs, ands, or buts.
PA. They had me crying, PA. They let me down.
Yeah, nah, yeah, it definitely. He
Hey,
say
PA.
when we come
The
down
crazy
here, take.
the crazy about it, the crazy part about the PA since preseason started. Ken, tell him who I've been going with.
You said since Brick. You said since who
Most of the
started?
teams I've been, most of the teams I've been betting on, who I've been going with. Ken,
I think Frankfurt is one, right?
Frankfurt is one. Who is another one I can't? Most of the AYL teams. Nah, you know how I feel about them. But I've been on
Yeah,
the AYL side most of the preseason.
yeah, yeah,
DMV, I
man.
went with DMV most of the weekend. Just about that whole weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they gotta take advantage of that goal line though. Like when they got into the red zone, they definitely had to capitalize. So that's one of the things that I see. He said Coach Melvin been playing the smoke. He says, "Damn if you do, damn if you don't." He said, shaking
Coach
my
Melvin
head,
been playing
GP
with
now.
smoke. Coach Melvin just stepped out. What he been
Nah, no, no,
doing?
no. Coach Melvin, no, I'm not giving Coach Melvin slack for that. I'm giving that man flack for not showing up after losing. Like, bro, you
Yeah.
can't run after you lose,
You
bro.
gotta show
Nobody
your face, bro.
cares.
You gotta get on here and tell us why he only had 42-yard passing. And he got the
Hey,
best
hey, hey.
quarterback.
Hold
You
on,
wanna
wait,
know.
wait. He says, nah, not that one. He said, if you don't, hold on, wait. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you this. GPE, while you saying don't, hold on, let me go back to this one. Says coach, well, he said,
Coach Melvin
Coach
been playing
Melvin
the
been
smoke.
saying, he said he's been saying, been playing the smoke. He said, damn if you do, damn if you don't. If you don't, shaking my head, GPE now. Listen, bro, I'm saying I've been told you about GPE. I said y'all can either play rare breed or GPE. What I'm saying is it's gonna be hard for rare breed to beat the damn GPE.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be hard for them.
Oh yeah. Nephew gonna go off.
So it ain't me just saying about Frankfurt. I like Frankfurt. I think Frankfurt is a really, really, really good team. It's just that these teams are, just a little better. They just a little better. And so,
Yeah.
like, that's what it is. He says, you really don't understand styles make fights. In this case, this style might be even worse for them because everything is militaristic type of style, right? You once you're done with one play with Coach Howard and them, because Coach Howard is one of the coaches for that team, and he runs the offense. So he is coming like the bro. Put it like this: I can compare them minus
Little
the
voodoo.
rings with Lambo, minus the rings though. I can say that they're going to be good like
Little,
Lambo. Now,
little Lambo coming down here.
yeah, with that big back and the dude
And
is
they running
it
that
can
bit right between. They run that bit right up the gut, right in your
that,
coming at
that's it. That's it. Then when y'all tired,
you. They finna open that
especially
bitch up.
especially the way that they utilize number 15, that man play quarterback, man play damn near tight end, the man play defensive end, the man play linebacker. They got that dude, that young man at every position damn near. So it's safe to say you could call him athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He said, how y'all feel about SED Wolverines? I like SED. I like SED. Now I think
Which one? What is tomorrow?
not AU.
AU. Okay.
Yeah, I like them.
I haven't seen the AU yet.
I like them. I think they're gonna get blasted by if they play versus Supreme. Now they may have a chance versus the HOA, but far as Supreme, if they're playing like their best, like bro, or at least like a B. If they playing long as they playing like a B game, they'll be good. He said Dakota got to take some of that pressure off of his coach in those red zone situations. What the hell? You saying Dakota got to be the one that take the pressure off? Bro, it's got to be the play calling that takes the pressure off. Dakota is only doing what
He
they're
just trying to
asking him.
execute the play. It got to be the
Yeah.
right play call.
Oh, and then if you're is to talk about anybody, I think that they need to do a better job at either, being under the center,
Man, you got to
right? Direct
realize.
snap, or I want to say just stay out of the shotgun. Or
Let's
you just
say,
got to
let's say,
get better hikes. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
But I'm
the
trying to
center got
figure
to.
out. You got a team that's in the red zone. You run heavy, then you get the third down and you pass. It's like third. It's like 3rd and 3. We passing for, and I got two big backs back here. I've already got down to this point by running. Then I get in the box. I run a couple of times. Then I throw.
Hey,
I
see, look, PA now says GPE might be rare, right? He said they definitely got a chance for sure.
oh yeah, I
That
told you.
team, that team is a good team.
Nephew is back on the team. Colin Athlete, he had receiver, cornerback, safety, and quarterback. He back.
He says is Dakota the best quarterback at this team this preseason? I can't say that.
He wanted
I
my
can't.
honest opinion. If Cal
Yeah,
found a
what you
quarterback,
think?
if Cal found a quarterback before the deadline, I like Dakota and I like the I like Dakota to. I think
Go
he
back
just
to
needed.
running back, right?
Yeah, and not even that running back. I have him in space, kind of like a Cheetah type situation. You see how
That's true too.
you see how much of an impact Cheetah has made. He only been a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I can see that too. I definitely can
I
see
mean, just
that.
imagine you getting the ball in space to Dakota. Whoever in front of him dead. He gonna kill them folks.
Yeah, man. So that's the next game, man. I want to start pushing, man. That GPE versus Rare. That's gonna be a
Yeah, me
good
too.
game. That's gonna be a good
And that would have
game.
been a
But
nice card Saturday.
yeah, I don't know if GPE feel like they ready yet because they ain't really playing too many people like that.
They had
You
a damn
know,
game that day. It was just somewhere else.
but who was it?
Nobody. That's what I'm saying. We could have
See,
pushed
you know
that.
what I'm saying? Like,
Nobody.
you gotta play. You gotta play some dogs. Um, he said, okay. He said the T formation in Maryland. He said, is too much for Frankfurt. He said, shaking my head. He says, you don't realize GPE and Frankfurt are more similar than anything. I like GPE. Nah, they no. What I'm saying is this. Based on the fact that I believe they run they because let's say this Frankfurt Charger, they're more of a take their time type team, right? Far as getting to the line, but once they get to the line, it's a quick snap, right? I'll
Yeah, like
get
that.
that. That's different from get up, get on the line, get on the line. You
Yeah.
hurry up, run a play, run a play. Like that type of stuff.
They're
Like it's
they're
different.
they're around 6 7 seconds before they run the play. See what I'm saying? They letting that motherfucker tick.
Right.
They get about 5 6. They get about 7 6 5 seconds. Then they calling the play. But you got these teams now, man. Look, so when that ball is down, the next play finna happen.
Mm-hmm.
The linemen done already got up. They ready to get on the ball because they know if they don't, wait, get what? Somebody else to come in and take that spot. You gonna get up on the ball. Soon that rep put that ball down, here come the next play.
All
A
right,
lot of
Rich
these teams ain't
Ways.
conditioned for that.
Yeah, Rich Ways
These niggas still
says
having guys come get up. You still having guys run out the field trying to sub. No, we done caught you with 14 on the field. The
for
two trying to
sure.
come off, three trying to run off.
Yep. That's where voodoo get them folks. Like,
So,
bruh, it's listen, man. Listen. See, people that play voodoo don't understand these two things. You put her back. Let's say you get somebody right. Let's say it's not even your starter. You go sub your starter out to get him some rest.
You'll never see your
You
starter
put that
again in
person on. You not gonna be able to get him off. They just gonna
until you
keep
call
exploiting
timeout
that.
and you wasting. Guess what? Now we don't got you down to timeout.
Yeah. Now you trying to get off. You trying to get this
Try to
man
get your
off.
starter back
Realize
in.
you got to call the
You
timeout.
got to call timeout.
What do you say? Pops in the house. What's good, Pops? Oh, I forgot to read Rich Ways. He says, so you like GPE for they side of the bracket for Y and C. Hey man, we gonna do ours. I think
Y'all
today
gonna
or
break down brackets
I believe
tonight?
tomorrow. We gonna do our bracket. We're gonna do our bracket.
When y'all gonna break them down before Thursday?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, we
Definitely.
got done. You know, we play
He's,
Thursday night.
he said they got a
Most of the
real
games start
quarterback.
Thursday.
They got a real quarterback in number 3. He does play the kid. He said, yeah, he ain't made the plays in the red zone, so he had made mistakes in multiple games. He says, but Money Muscle Entertainment says, but you got the best QB at the age group on paper. And then he said he had made mistakes in the red zone multiple times. So this preseason, hey man, said we almost in the next month, bro. That preseason stuff over. People done
Sure
played in
did.
June, bro. He said he knew he need play schemes. He got a QB. Says number 3. Yeah, bro. That's what Coach Kyle needs to work on, bro. Need to work on starting to give those other teams when you're playing
Who
like
is number
lesser
3?
teams.
You
You
say you got
need
a
to,
quarterback number 3.
yeah, give him some reps. See how that meshes,
Somebody hit Cal, tell him to start number 3.
right? Get him and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would not do that yet versus a rare breed. I would not do that in the YNC right now. I wouldn't do that. I will when I get back, from playing in the YNC, I will be looking to play teams that's lesser, right? They good, but not to the point where I can't play this number 3 and then end up losing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I couldn't do that. He says the best 9U team I seen in preseason outside of Rare in Frankfurt is Adamsville. It says Space City in Florida. He says, in my honest opinion, I think Kazi being gone has caused Dakota to regress this preseason. Nah, I
No,
wouldn't
no, I
agree
wouldn't
with
say that.
that. Because here's the thing. Coach Cal is not allowing Dakota to be the starter he is.
See,
You know
my
what I'm
thing
saying?
is,
A lot of times Dakota literally had to like he had to, it was a broken play and he had to make something out of it. Now, you not gonna be able to do that versus no damn rare breed. Did
yeah,
you
man.
see the
Did you
way
see them
Big
ends? How them
Mason?
ends coming? You boxed in.
Yes, did you see the way Big Mason caught
Mason is
Kazi?
Mason and damn J Money and all that. Man, they coming. Them ends is coming. You boxed in.
Bro, you have to
Like soon you
be
even
like
fumble off.
this.
Soon he fumbled the ball and picked it up and looked up. It was a body in his face.
Mm-hmm. That little dude is quick, man. That big guy is quick. He said, I'll be on tonight. He said, if you got my message, I'm doing more digging. Bro, hey, all right, I'm gonna talk to you after work.
See, my thing is
Uh,
to replace the athleticism and the and the
well,
and the
good,
play
pa.
of Kazi. I would. That's why I say I prefer another quarterback because now I can put on Dakota in a replacement of a Kazi. You know what I'm saying? I got another athlete that can do his thing in space, that can make incredible runs or whatever. but he ain't gonna be able to do it playing quarterback.
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah,
me.
man. You might gotta let that dude be great. You had to put him at another position, man.
Position. Yeah, just me. Just like put him at another position. And we already know, he is one hell of an athlete. You know, some quick screens, some
Hey,
dump
so look,
passes, something.
we knew Coach Cal was very good at utilizing his speed, right? That's what they kind of big themselves on, right? Is the speed. Now, the fact that he has power now, and you're doing jet sweep right, left, bro. To me, that's counterproductive.
Yeah.
If I got these big backs, I'm going downhill.
And my thing is it's producing. Like we're everybody still hung on he's not getting in the box. But we're not looking at the fact that the offense that he's running is getting him to the box. He's
Mhm.
just not getting in. So it's
Right.
not like he's not getting there. We just need him to get in.
Yeah, when that space kind of close
So
up,
his offense is working. His power, slash, what I'm saying, hit a couple of passes back to the power, hit a couple of dump passes, whatever. It's working.
and I'm gonna tell you this too, Street. When they got that onside kick, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right. Give Gibson, he says east to west don't work. And that's what I'm saying. So when you put yourself in a position, because like I said, when he got that onside kick, he was moving the ball, right?
Yeah.
They were getting down to, I want to say, the red zone, and then all of a sudden he changed the
Start
whole scheme.
passing. Start
And,
passing.
and, and the crazy part is, I'm
And you
looking
like,
at it.
why?
They
I'm in the
did the
stand.
same thing versus
Bessemer.
Bessemer.
Yes. And guess what? I'm at the top of the bleachers. I'm like, why? Why? I'm
Bankhead
talking
Ben was
to I'm
good.
talking to Jake Fletcher. I'm talking to I'm like, why? Why did he do that? Why? Like
Right, right.
you just power the. I'm talking about you putting it. And then the thing is that like 5 and 8 was coming downhill. They was coming. Them boy. They really didn't want to hit him. 5 come through that thing full speed through the A gap. Drew was
Hey,
coming out the B gap. 15 yards, another 8 yards, another 7 yards. Now Drew was really. There was the night Drew had more yards than V. That's 8, number 8. Drew come out of there. He was bucking. And it like it got to the red zone and it play call changed.
he said, I never seen Dakota run behind those big backs. See, bro, you gotta Coach Cal, bro, they gotta mix it up. That's
Yeah, got
that's
to.
the biggest thing. People
Got
shouldn't
to.
be able to dictate what you're doing. That's the main thing. And like misdirections and all that stuff, bro. Like that can be a thing. Like more RPOs, that can be a thing. Like it's just straight, get the ball, okay, boom. And not just that though, I ain't gonna lie to you. The slant route was there the
Yes.
whole time.
Yeah, yes. Oh my God.
I said, my goodness, what is
Oh
going
my
on here?
God, yes. Looking from the top of the stadium, that shit was there.
I said, man, but you
And
live and you
you
learn,
know the
bro.
crazy part about it is he was going too high safety, right? And
Uh-huh.
X was still killing DJ. He was still X was Green Sun was still killing big play DJ. I was like, oh my God, you still killing it, boy.
Now, this is when I would have felt disrespected.
When they was
When
standing
you in
behind
my
each other.
territory, you're in my territory, right? And I think they want to, I want to say about the 20-some yard line, or probably even back further. It's fourth and about 13. That man threw a bomb, get the ball. I say, what the hell? And not just that, I'm gonna be very, very, very honest with you. There was no reason.
Just throw
And
that.
this is what I mean by allowing Coda to be the superstar that he is. there is no reason he shouldn't have been at the safety. He wasn't at the safety. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, I didn't get it. Pop says, man, tell it like it is. He says, no hate intended. So icy offense is suspect. Wow, coach. He said, starting with Dakota and athletes play. He says, and athletes playing. He says QB not at the true quarterback. Mm.
Yeah.
He says, Ken, you for the kids, so you're not going to see it as a player needs to make plays because they kids, but we talking football. Now that's true. Now I'm gonna give you a point in case.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cheese. Cheese, this man was dialing it up. They end up winning. I thought they was gonna lose. That was the one loss that I had on my record last week. Now, when I go back and I seen Cheese, they were dialing it up, but they were fumbling. Like they'll get plays, they'll make a long yards. The kids will strip the ball, right? Give it back, and it end up going to overtime. But they were putting them kids in position to actually score. So in that case, I agree with that statement. But in this case, I just think execution poor. It was just poor play calling. If you ask me, it was the same stuff that they were calling during Bessemer that wasn't working. So I thought that he would have put them kids in position to be better. And then listen to this. This stemming from last year. Last year, they played Bessemer. They were in a red zone. They was within the 10-yard line, I believe, twice. They still lost. They was within the 10-yard line twice. That was last year. This year, they were in their territory, right? Against Bessemer 4 times. They didn't get in. Then yesterday, they were in their own territory 3 times and didn't get in. You can't tell me that it's the players, right? When basically it's the same situation. They're not messing up on the plays all of these times. It's just that a lot of times they're not being put in the right position or situation in order to thrive. Yep. It's just the defense is not working for them. He says put Dakota in the backfield with a lead blocker. And that's why I say you can put him back at the running back. It ain't that hard to just hand the ball off. You can get a quarterback that know how to block and throw some slant routes.
That's it.
You see what I'm saying? All you got to do is put that man in position. You can do some screen passes. Just put that man in position to where it's just him and that other player. I put my money on Dakota anytime.
He gonna kill him. I got my money on the man.
And I ain't a betting man, but I put my money on Dakota. Him in open field with anybody.
And they dead.
You know what I'm saying? So Coach definitely got to get it right. He got to get it right. Says Dakota will be at Rare next season. I doubt that one. I wholeheartedly doubt that one. Hey, Dakota got something that I like about him. He's not trying to leave. And just because they're not winning. So when you talk about all over the season, you had I told you, like, a lot of people, a lot of parents, loyalties lie within the win. I keep telling y'all that. Long as you winning, right? I'm willing to stay. But if you're losing, hey man, I'm taking my kids somewhere else. That I don't like. Now, if you decide after they play the full season, then you want to go somewhere else, I'm cool with that. But to leave in the season because y'all not winning, I'm not okay with that. Unless a certain situation occur. You know what I'm saying? In some people cases, it's definitely legit. As I heard, some last year. So I'm not saying that one size fits all, but I'm saying the mindset of those who think like that, I'm about to leave every team that's not performing the way that I expect them to. Nah, that ain't the way. Just play calling generic in the red zone, man. Uh, he say count four because they gave so icy that touchdown before the half. I definitely think that call was legit. I definitely think that call was legit. Yeah, I definitely think that's legit. He says most definitely says got to put him over space. Yeah, you got to definitely put him one on one with somebody. And he says now, nah, cause they lost more likely because they will use him better. I mean, yeah. So everybody know that man, they got a superstar, but I'm gonna tell you this: we all know Dakota because we know Dakota. This year is not because of he's been Dakota, and that's because they have not been utilizing him the way that he needs to be utilized. So I think
Yeah.
the
We,
adjustments
they
will be
put him in the
made.
best position, and we'll be hearing about him every week.
Yeah, that's
It won't
it.
be no Kazi show. It'll be the Dakota. Right now, we'll be comparing both of them
Mm-hmm.
every week.
For sure. That's why somebody earlier said they just made an announcement. They stated they said they feel like he regressed when Kazi wasn't there, and I don't think that's the case. I just like I said, I just don't think that he's in the best, in the best scheme that'll help him. They gotta understand, bro. This is not 7U no more, 8U. This is 10U, where kids are they are more
Smarter,
aware, they are more alert. You
smarter.
know, what I'm saying? They're very smart. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that's hey man. So I gotta go. Y'all hit that like button. We'll be live tonight. Got a lot of topics to talk about. Um, that's definitely my hour. So I gotta go, do some stuff. And I'll see y'all later on tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in to You Football in the Morning. And like I say, man, long as y'all continue to support, I would definitely continue to do these morning shows. We'll be talking about a variety of everything, anything that I can't get done later on. I mean, at the later nights, I'll probably be talking about in the morning. So I appreciate that. I'll read this last one. He says, "Man, I hope Dakota don't leave." But Mark said hinted that Dakota was the only other player he would take. Man, Dakota ain't going nowhere. He says Terrell Newsom. He says, nah, he feed off of having threats, Kazi. So we'll see, man. Hey, if it wasn't such a touchy subject, bro, I'll talk about it more. But just out of respect that I
It
have
ain't touchy.
for,
But that's just how everybody feel about it. I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
touchy situation.
Now I'm talking about for me because like this would be something that I would love to talk to Fanatic about, but some people, I'm respectful of people's feelings. So, it is what it is. But man, y'all be blessed. I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all go watch those videos, cause we'll be